Yeah, there
There
it
you
goes.
go.
It's recording, so it had to like kick in, right?
Okay.
So that's how it works. This is kind of our first podcast in a while that we're gonna do.
Because you never want to spend time with me anymore.
No, it's because they want us to play Overcooked 2.
No, you know why it is? It's because our little demon children don't sleep.
Yeah, that is true. They hate us sometimes, right?
Anyways,
welcome to Bat Chat. It's a conversational podcast
about conversations.
Tonight, your host, Cronbet, and sidekick, Tortilla.
Sidekick.
Yeah, you're the sidekick.
Okay. I'm the executive producer of awesomeness.
Executive producer of Sidekicks.
You're so mean to me.
I'm sorry.
That's the chair squeaking. I'm not tooting, just so you know.
Shut up. She'll kick your side. She'll kick my shin. That's as high as she can get. All right. So
the other night, what were we? We were in the kitchen cooking or something, and I bumped into you and you dropped something. What was it?
I don't know what I dropped.
I don't remember.
It was just you knocked something out of my hand. It was like a card or something.
I don't remember.
And I just stood there while you laughed at me, right? And you walked around and kept doing the thing, trying not to look at me, because I kept standing there. This was going on for like
standing there staring at it.
2 minutes, right? And then finally, you look at me and I said, when we entered this marriage, we had one agreement. And that agreement was...
And you didn't even have to finish it. I just was like, damn it! And I did it. I got it. Didn't I? I picked it up.
You did.
So you can tell them the agreement.
The agreement was that because I was taller, I'm not tall, I'm only 5'7".
But compared to my
towering
5'1",
yeah,
he's the giant.
That I had to get everything that was up high. And I asked, okay, but does that mean if anything down low is that you'll pick up for me or you'll get it? And you said yes. So I brought that agreement up, so she had to pick it up.
I did too.
And it was a glorious sight.
Yeah. Like what you see?
Did you get a good peek there, city boy? Oh, yes. It was wonderful. So tonight, I figured we could talk about kind of house renovations and spending money, vacations, just all kinds of crap like that. Yeah, Grump, 5'7" is towering. Tries not to laugh too hard. So I say that I'm 5'7" on a good day.
If we stand, can they see how our height difference?
I mean, maybe. I don't know if you can see on stream.
I don't know if they'll be able to see. No.
Yeah, nope.
I never realized how much shorter I was until was it homecoming picture?
Yeah, something like that.
Because I was wearing like 4-inch heels, and I was still like at Crombat's shoulder.
I don't know about that.
I was so short.
Yeah, she didn't actually hit me.
No, I did not hit. It was yeah.
Games Dad asks how tall you are. You are 5'1".
I'm 5'1".
Yeah.
I'm a giant.
I'm a giant, Kate.
You guys, what's Jim Jeffries? If you have not watched Jim Jeffries stand up, you've got to see it. He's on Netflix and he kills me. He's hilarious.
Wait.
You should see Crombat's mom. She's only 5'1". Or no, 4'11". She's 4'11". I'm 5'1".
4'11" and a half. You got to give her that extra half.
Yeah,
okay?
and a half.
Yes, tiny people are very scary because they just have like all that compact energy inside of them, just as normal people, and they gotta be more aggressive because people just like they're tiny. Oh yeah, what is a tiny person gonna do to big 250, 6 foot tall guy, right? They'll put up a fight.
Dude,
okay.
Your mom is scrappy.
Yeah, she is.
Like she doesn't physically fight, but she I don't know what it is, but her little 4'11" body on the phone with the cable company scares me. No, when we lived with her when we were, what, 18?
Yeah.
I think we lived with
18.
her. And whenever she'd get on the phone with, like, the cable company or
any type of complaint.
Oh, my gosh. I would hide in the other room because your mom scared me. Oh, my gosh. She is vicious.
Didn't she come into your work one time and, like, start yelling at the lady?
Oh, yeah. They kept me, like, 2 hours past when I was supposed to get off work, and your mom was babysitting.
And she was waiting outside for that time.
She had been waiting outside. She's like, and she went inside, and she walked up, and I saw her, and I was like, it's gonna be bad. And she's just like, why is my daughter-in-law still here 2 hours after she was supposed to get off? And she went on this huge thing and
against how big was this lady? I mean, she was probably like,
she had to be close to
5'10", 6
yeah,
foot.
She was like tall,
300 pounds.
She was large, and your mom was just like, I'm here and I am going to scare you.
Yeah.
And the lady like tried to, like, you know,
intimidate her.
And your mom was like, no. It was just like, all right, let's go. Let's. She's like, just go.
Yep.
No, I don't think it was that lady. I think it was another lady. She's like, you can go, Tia.
Yeah.
And the next day when I went back into work, they were like, are you okay? Like, they were worried about me, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, she just had to go to work, and she was waiting for me to get off work so she could go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah. Game's mom says that there's a lot of concentrated anger inside small people in their scurry.
Or scurry.
Yeah. And Grump thinks that G-Mom thinks that it's evil, not anger.
I don't think so.
It's alright. So humming the song, Short People. Do you know that song?
Mm-mm.
I don't know that song.
No.
It's alright.
I don't know.
Grump's gonna grumble because we don't know that song.
Grumble.
Yep.
I did it for you. You don't have to now.
Alright. So, on to renovations and stuff. I thought we might talk about kind of like
Google it, grumble.
We will Google it. In a second here. Actually, I can just bring it over here. Great. So we wanted to talk about kind of like home renovations, our plans, things that we want to do.
This long now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just kind of go over like a planning.
Oh, there it is.
Session.
Oh, Randy Newman.
Randy Newman. This isn't gonna play for them.
It'll just play for us.
Yeah, it's just gonna play for us. But if I put it too loud, then they'll be over here. So just because I don't have it set up to capture output audio. I mean, I could, but
you don't want to because you're a meanie.
Alright, we'll actually do that. Hold on. Just 1 second here. We're going to make sure that we get this up and going for you. Okay?
What was that voice you're doing?
I don't know. I just thought it would be fun.
That was a new one. Never heard that.
Let's see. What do we got to do here? We got to do audio output.
It just popped up on your phone.
Oh, on my phone, yeah.
Here's the thing. I hit them all the time. It's very hard for me to resist hitting them in front of...
Don't.
Oh, I can't
someone
say
just,
that?
Yeah, someone just got banned because...
Oh, that's right. Well, I don't actually... We don't. Don't worry.
No. She doesn't hit me.
I don't hit him.
We don't hit anything. We want to add existing source. All right. There. So now... Hopefully that should be working for you guys now, and maybe you can hear it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Turn it up a little bit.
Wouldn't it be terrible if my mother and father died?
This is an awful recording.
This is a 6-minute long song. Skip.
They got little nose, tiny little teeth. They wear platform shoes on the nasty little feet. Well, I don't want no short people. Don't want no short
I've heard this song before. I just didn't realize what it was.
Don't want no short people around here.
He did the Toy Story songs too, didn't he?
It sounds like he did that Toy Story
Yeah.
song where you got a friend in me. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm done with that. Alright. So yeah. That's what that's all about. Okay? Right on there. We can get rid of that too, so that way we won't see that. But yeah, so we kind of do over some planning stream and whatnot, kind of like prioritize some of the just organization for our minds of what we want to
It's
do.
a shame you don't have a notebook and paper down here. Give me an envelope.
No, I think I do have an iPad. Yeah.
Ah! A notepad! But you have a pen! I can't reach it, I'm too little!
Calm down, okay? Tortilla definitely needs to she, for her organization of mind, she has to write it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it doesn't stick in her brain if she doesn't. It doesn't. Does it? Confirm or deny? Huh? Huh?
This is true.
Scandal confirm. Okay.
Alright.
You can really make
So-
some short doorways. Oh gosh. All right. So home renovations. Currently we're working on the basement. 2-year project. I kind of talked about this earlier for Grump too.
Yeah.
Right. Dishoused
Dough.
dough.
This house dough. Alright.
Okay.
So we've been working on this stupid basement for stupid ever,
Yep.
and it's dragging on. It's just hard. Our main problem is actually getting drywall.
Yeah. It really is.
We only know one person with the truck, and they live.
We see other people with trucks, but we don't talk to other people.
Yeah.
So,
We need friends.
well, your uncle has a truck.
Yeah, we
You
don't
could
really.
ask him. But
Yeah, that's even harder to get a hold of him than it is to get a hold of Joe.
yeah.
So, trying to figure that out.
Yes. I mean, I could just rent a truck, and we might do that, but then I have to pay and like go through like that. Home Depot, they deliver sometimes, not on drywall that I've seen. I mean, I could double check about it, but also like how much it's going to cost to get it delivered. So, yeah.
We've thought about that. We've thought about you can rent a truck from Home Depot.
Yeah, it's just a hassle to go there and get it done is really what it is for me. Okay. But yes, Grump, we can definitely have Home Depot deliver if they maybe, or just
We can definitely maybe have it delivered if maybe
possibly.
our Home
I
Depot
don't know.
will do it.
If the moons align and everything works out, then we could do that. Okay. And then so we have to get drywall for the basement because it's almost all framed. We just have a little bit of framing left.
Oh, just that little part there.
Yeah, we have a drain, big 3.5-inch drain pipe coming down from the ceiling to the floor that is sticking outside of the wall because the builders decided that was a good idea.
Honestly, I think it's because we said that we wanted to buy the house. So they're like,
it was already done.
oh, okay. I was like, because
Yeah.
they said, oh, they're going to buy it. Let's just do it. They know they want it before it's
No,
done.
it was already it. When we came to look at the house for the first time, the concrete was already poured all down here and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. it was.
Right? So we weren't even thinking about that at that time to buy. So there's just a little bit of framing left, and then so framing, drywall. We have some plumbing, but I'm just gonna hire a plumber to come out and do it. Now that we just bought the cabinet for it and the sink, so we kind of know exactly where it's gonna sit
Mhm.
approximately. So I can call the plumber out so they can install the stuff, the drain and run water lines over there. Yeah, we did buy a new construction-ish house. Apparently, we didn't know this when we went to buy it, but apparently it was sitting here, kind of half constructed for like
2 years.
2 years maybe. So
Which we did, obviously, we didn't know, or we would have had an inspection done.
so we came in, looked at it, after, like, as they were already building it, we didn't get to come in time to like pick out anything that we wanted out of the house or anything like that. So
Yeah.
uh,
I think they were just kind of finishing up the drywall, which is like the last step in putting in floors.
yeah, so they didn't have floors in yet, definitely when we came. No appliances or cabinets put in at the time when we first looked at it. And then once we said like we were interested, then they jumped on it and got it done
Yeah.
as soon as they can.
The second time we came, they were doing the bathrooms, and they got those knocked out like in no time.
Yeah.
Right.
They were still working on the house the day that we
Yeah, the day that we closed on it, which they were not supposed to be because we had to move in the next day.
We had to move in.
We started moving in that day. We actually moved the next day.
Yeah, because that was the day that we had to be out of our old house.
Yeah.
So, or
Yes.
that was the last day that we could be in there. It was very nice because when we were moving, the buyers of our old house, they gave us like 2 extra weeks.
Yeah. Like 2 weeks to stay in the house after
closing and all that.
Yeah, which was
So,
nice because we didn't have a house to go move to.
No, we were not prepared at all.
Well, we didn't think it'd be this hard to find a house.
Yeah, we were kind of picky, and then then we ended up settling a little bit for the house that we wanted.
Yeah. I think I probably settled more than you did.
I mean, I would have liked to have. We don't have a backyard at this
Like
time.
we have one.
Like
it's just vertical.
Yeah.
It is a vertical backyard. It's like, if you go to like the Rocky Mountains and get a cabin, that's what our yard is like. It's like you look outside and it's just
a death drop.
Yes, I call it the death drop.
Yeah.
So we have no yard for the kids to play.
That's what we settled on. I mean, the rest of the house is actually really nice and we like it. Now we would like it's maybe not our final home, I guess.
It's not our dream house.
Because
definitely.
I think we would like to have a little bit more space as like living upstairs. I think it's like 1,600 square feet, and maybe getting to 2,000 would really be on the main floor. And
we do. Have you ever seen a series of unfortunate events?
Oh gosh.
But yeah,
I think if we got to 2,000 square feet on like the main floor and for like upper floor, main floor, that would give us some more space to kind of play around with. I would really like dream would be 2,500 square feet up there.
Yeah.
But that's getting
It's okay.
It's just a little joke.
It's like a house on stilts is what it is, which I'm being way dramatic here. But yeah. We have front yard. Totally have a front yard.
Front yard's nice. It is. And we do have a side yard that they can play on as well. It does start to slope
somewhat
a little bit. And we have a walkout basement, which is kind of a joke. Because the side yard slopes down, which is doable. You can walk it very easy, kind of not bad. But then after it passes the house, it just kind of drops.
Yeah.
And we just right, death.
We have a traditional 2-story.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a walkout basement.
Yeah. Now the basement's unfinished, and I would like to get that. We're trying to get that finished.
Can we show them?
Yeah, you can pull it up.
I don't know if I can. I'm too little.
So we have frames. We have one frame there for you, right? That's what you got to see. So I mean that would add another 600 square feet to the house, but it's kind of hard to get to because you're walking up, a flight of stairs or something. Yeah. So it's not usable for like the whole family yet. But as they kind of grow, it would be more usable.
Eventually, if we do end up staying here for a while, our oldest would likely get the basement as his own little space. We did frame out for a bedroom down here.
Yeah.
And we planned on it being a bedroom. We put in a closet and it has a window. So we've got that kind of set up.
Yeah, that's exactly the idea. Grump is saying that we need to finish the basement for the kids' bedroom. 5 to 10 years. Now, this house does have 4 bedrooms on the top floor.
Which is a joke because all of our kids sleep in the same bed.
Yes.
Not even the same room, in the same bed.
They have a bunk bed in there, right? No, they all like to sleep together.
Yeah,
on the
they
bunk
do.
Bed, right? It's their choice. So they have a bunk bed in the boys' room, and the girls' room have There's
have
one bed in there because Bailey doesn't sleep in a bed yet.
Well, they have one twin size bed, and they've got a crib mattress that they could sleep in. But the tiny butt sleeps in with the boys, and then the youngest is still sleeping in our bed.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then you have one of the bedrooms is you use as your office.
I did, yeah. My office, which now I've got my babysitting kid naps in there, and I keep spare baby blankets and stuff in the dressers and stuff.
And there's a loft up there. That's kind of why we bought this
Yeah,
house, I guess.
that's what was the trade-off for not having the yard for me was we get a loft.
Mm-hmm. So.
Which I love the loft. That's I love it. The kids have a cool little play space, but I can still hear them. I don't know. I really like it.
Yeah.
Our house does not have enough closets.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god.
We don't have. It would have been really nice to have like an entry closet.
Yeah, we don't have a coat closet and we don't have a linen closet. So that makes it really hard.
The linen closet is like
loft.
Yeah, they have a loft closet, and that's what they're expecting us to use as the linen closet, but
it just doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work right now because of all the kids' toys and stuff. They use it.
It's not even that. Like, we've put stuff in the closets, like blankets. I've tried piling like their blankets in there.
Well, they use them all.
They think they need all the blankets, so they pull them all out of the closet.
Yes.
And it's easily accessible to them, and they're like, "Oh, this is in my space. This is my closet."
Right.
So.
Grunt says if you get shock collars, like I suggested to Cronbat earlier, you don't need to listen for the kids this much.
I don't think I would be okay with that. Cronbat might, not me so much.
At first they're gonna think it's fun. Okay, you give them a couple years, and then they're gonna think, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun."
Yeah.
Right. You can do like what my dad did. Right. He tried to do this as a joke. It did not turn out well.
Uh-oh.
Okay. He got a shock collar for the cat so it wouldn't go on the tree. Okay, because it was on the Christmas tree. Yeah.
What?
Right, because it was climbing up the Christmas tree and like knocking ornaments off and stuff like that, going crazy. Okay. And so he got it and he was like, "Oh, we need to test it out." So he asked me if I would put it on. I was like, "Yeah, I put it on," right? And then he shocked me with it as a joke, and that son of a bitch hurt. It hurts on your neck, all right? That is a sensitive
and that's
spot.
something that he was gonna put on a little cat.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Jeez, I think he did. Yeah, he did put it on the cat.
Mean ass.
And yeah, but then like when I got older, then like there was a babysitter that my dad would send the kids to, or his boys, and I would go there when I went up there, and they got an electric fence for their dogs. So me and their older son, the babysitter's older son, I think one of his friends or something, when they got it done and installed, they're like, "Oh, we need to test it." So we would hold the shock collar in our hands and we'd run through the electric fence.
Y'all are stupid.
And that didn't hurt because it was in our hand and that's not as sensitive.
Oh my gosh.
So
this is what I married.
This is every boy. Every man boy would have done
I
that.
have something to tell you,
Okay.
and I don't want you to be upset. You always get upset even though you insist that I tell you.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm going to tell you?
That I'm an idiot.
No, that your crazy forehead hair is back.
Oh, dang it. So now you brought it out to everyone. Great.
Crombat has this crazy forehead hair that comes out every once in a while. Yeah.
Just get it, please. Please get it. I can't have it.
Oh, I ripped it.
Son of a bitch. Yeah. Crazy forehead hair.
Okay, so this house though.
Oh yeah.
This
Back
house
to this
though.
house.
Okay, so we've got so many home renovation projects that we've kind of started on. We know the basement, that's obvious. We need to get it done.
So we have the plumbing, we have drywall, we have... I mean, that's really it for the basement as being partially finished.
Yeah.
There's concrete floors down here, so we could either polish it up or just like toss down some laminate, I guess. you have one of those on your neck, one of those crazy hairs on your neck, Crump. I knew this guy, all right, that his crazy hair was in his eyebrow, but he never cut it. Okay, and it was like dark.
And he just let it go.
So it was just like, I mean, it was like way out there. I mean, it was like
it's like a
2.5
cat's whisker, just
to
like
3 inches, right? Just really sticking out there.
I like that.
And I'm like, dude.
I like that. You know what?
And he just had one.
He knows who he is as a person, and I support that. I'm like, hey, if you have a crazy hair and you love it, just keep it.
I mean, thankfully, my crazy hair on my forehead, it's like white.
It
and
is
clear, so you can't see it at all, you know?
And it's very thin.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those thick hairs. Do you remember that time we were in the car and I had an arm hair like that long? And I was like, what the? And I could not get it out. And it was so thick. And I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah.
I've not had it since. I have no idea what happened with it.
I have some crazy hairs I want you to... Speaking of that, when I was younger, just teenager, and I was just starting to grow facial hair, even though I'm still just kind of starting to grow facial hair, right? Before I could grow even this, I would get just one long crazy chin hair. Okay, I mean, it would just be like overnight. It would be 2.5 inches long, just sticking out. It would just come out of nowhere. It happened like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, ceiling.
So doing the ceiling, I figured we would just do a drop ceiling
I know, but we're doing that.
if we want to.
Are we going to be able to keep these lights, or are we going to have to
No,
get
they can all move down.
fluorescents?
Nope, they can move down. So
Ooh.
what?
I'm just excited.
Okay.
Speaking of crazy facial hair, I'm getting like...
No, you're not.
I am. I'm getting like a mustache. Feel it. Feel it. It's
I don't
soft.
feel
It's like a
anything.
peach. It's so
Don't feel
soft.
anything.
But I saw it when I was putting on makeup the other day. I'm like, I need to get waxed. You're just saying that I'm not getting it because you don't want to pay for
Ooh, I
me
think
to get
that
waxed.
looks better. Sorry, I adjust the light because I was like, oh, you're here. You can see some of the difference, so I can like that's too much.
That's too harsh.
Oh, geez, sorry. Whoop.
Oops. My face.
I think that looks really good. What do you think?
Hurting now.
Sorry, just got distracted from you talking, you know,
About my whiskers?
because it's not true. So
Anyway,
anyways.
no. Well, you're just saying it's not true because you don't want to pay for me to go get waxed.
What?
What? What? I'm not cheap. No. What's it? Every time I'm like, I'm such a horrible wife, then you're like, no, you're not, because I don't have to pay for you to get your hair and nails done. I don't have to pay for you to do all this because you don't care. And it's like,
Hold on, I gotta get
if
this
we
back.
could
No,
afford you, I'd care.
What do you think? That one or
Oh,
this one?
the
This
other
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I just want to make sure that's right. I get it set up properly. This house though. So that's
So that's
basement.
the basement. I'll leave a
Okay.
little space.
Oh, we need doors.
Oh.
You want to put doors on there? Just you have enough space to put doors. You left space,
I did leave space. This is exactly why I left space too.
right? So then we got to look at like maybe the next part of the house that we wanted to.
Well, we
focus on.
wanted to do the living room.
Yes.
And we want to take out a wall there.
So in our living room, when they built the house, they built a living room, okay, and then they built a formal dining room, but they carpeted the whole thing, and in the middle to divide it, they left a large opening, but then they built like little walls. I mean, they're probably like 2 feet. Do you have prints? Yes, I could probably get them somewhere. I do have them actually. I know where they are. Like of how the house was built.
Oh, like
Orkin
pictures?
is a contractor.
Orkin,
Yeah,
I
blueprints.
like you. Where are you? Can we hire you?
He lives like in isn't structural. Yeah, we will. So,
I don't think it is. We are gonna talk to a contractor before we
Yeah.
go knocking it down.
no, I would probably hire just a contractor to do this work, just because one, it'd take me 2 years just to get framing done in the basement.
No,
okay?
you guys got the framing done in a weekend. It's taken you 2 years to get motivated to move on from this step,
Yes,
though.
yeah, it has. Okay, I don't think it's structural at all.
I don't think so. And his stepdad has done a lot of construction work,
Mhm.
and he said that he doesn't think it is either.
No, it's pretty hollow. But anyways, they built like this kind of little dividing. The only thing is might be concerned is that they do have a structural support beam going across.
Yeah.
That they're hiding inside of the build down from the ceiling.
Mhm.
So, I mean, maybe we have to keep like that kind of beam.
Which I'd rather
framed
not
off.
keep it, but if it's between that and having to do a bunch of other crap,
Yeah.
whatever. It's not that big of a deal to me.
So we want to get like the wall open so it's more open in the room and we can actually have proper furniture layout.
Yeah, it's a mess in
Because so they have
there. Here, can
the
we try to sketch it?
you can try.
I don't know.
So in the living room, they have on the main wall facing towards the street. They have a big window there, right? So you don't really want to put a piece of furniture like a sofa or anything there. And then they have on the wall next to that a sliding glass door, so you can't put anything there. And then on the opposite side of the sliding glass door, they have a partial wall, or a wall, and then it comes down from the staircase, and that is partial. That's not built all the way up. So you can't use that wall to hang like a TV or put a TV over there, especially because you can't put a sofa on the other side. So that room is just not usable
This is really
as
bad.
furniture. Exactly. So you don't have to worry about it.
What?
Right?
You're such a turd. Isn't he so rude?
So then they have, that little dividing, with like a large opening, even though there's two small walls on each side and like an overhang, I guess. And then like the formal dining room, it's kind of small. And you don't have a good place to put the TV because you have like an L, like where you could put we have like a little small sectional there. And then we have like diagonal from that as like where the small wall meets, or two small walls meets. I guess that hopefully this makes sense. We have like a corner TV and like a corner entertainment center because that opens up to the right of the kitchen. I'm probably doing an awful job of explaining this for you guys.
Do you understand? Like, okay, here's my little
That doesn't
sketch. It looks really bad. Oh, okay, this way. So where am I pointing at?
You lost me at wall.
Okay, sorry.
Well, it's fine. It just
No, hold on. I can do this.
explain.
Okay, let's see. This is where you like walk in. This is over here is the entry area. So you walk in. This is the intended living room, but there's a big window here, and then the sliding door is here. So we can't even put any furniture there. Right now, Crown Bat has a big ass fish tank right here.
It's not that big. It's 55 gallons.
It's
okay?
55-gallon fish tank right there. Okay, and then we go. I can't
here.
see. Now here's those little walls that I want to tear down. And then this is where our sofa is. I'm drifting. And then this whole wall here is open to our kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
So this is supposed to be the dining room.
The formal dining
The
room.
formal dining room.
Yeah.
I mean, it has an eat-in kitchen. There's no reason for us to need a formal dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Which of course it would be nice in our like dream home to have a formal dining space for holidays and stuff.
I don't really care that much.
Well, I do because
Okay.
when we buy our next house, I would like it to be our last house, and
Yeah.
I'd like to plan on having holidays and hopefully like 87 grandkids there. So
You have high hopes for them.
all of our kids want 4 kids.
Yeah.
They've like all said each, "Oh, I want 4 kids." One of them wants 6. I'm so excited, people.
Oh gosh.
I'm so excited.
Nope. So we want to get that taken down, but if we get those walls taken down, then we have to get new carpet installed.
Yeah.
And we want to have nice carpet with nice padding because the little contractor, carpet and padding is just like paper thin, so
It's so poopy.
really sucks there.
Yes.
So that's really it for that room though, right?
I mean, if it didn't cost anything, if it were more affordable, I would like to put in another few windows.
Another window, yeah. But
Well,
that's
I'd want to get like a big window on that wall in the living room or the dining room.
the formal dining room.
Yeah, where there's no windows, and then I want to get another smaller one on the opposite side that same wall. So
Yeah. Don't draw it up.
I'm not
please.
drawing it for them. I'm drawing it for you.
Okay. I know what you're talking about though.
Why am I not allowed to draw? Why does this upset you so much?
I don't know. I'm
Why?
sorry. I don't know. Jeez.
He's so mean to me. He's so mean to me.
So then, the kitchen area, right? What we want to do in there is, you would really enjoy one of those like farmer sinks, right?
A farmhouse sink.
A farmhouse sink. But that would require to get
A whole new counters, right?
draw it up, please. Sounds like a typical conversation between Mrs. Grump and I. So, farmhouse sink in there. We'd want to get the floors redone. I've kind of decided on having the wood tile.
The wood look tile. Yeah.
Because I think they look really good, and I've shown you, and you've kind of.
Well, I like them. My only concern is I know tile is a lot harder on like your back if you're working in the kitchen for a long time versus like having hardwoods or.
Lots of step ladders.
I do have a step stool that I keep in the kitchen, and I have to carry it around the kitchen with me when I'm like doing deep cleaning or like holiday prep. I do. It's funny.
Right. So, you're concerned about that having like laminate versus.
But after talking to Melinda, and she says that it doesn't seem to bother her much, so I'm like, okay. So, and I do prefer the look of it. I just was worried about it.
Yeah,
but
it's understandable.
Yeah, tile floors.
Which
we have to fix those floors because there's like
weird shaping on it.
Yeah, there's like lots of bumping,
warping,
and I don't know.
We're not sure what's going on with it. You can see like a beam going across, I guess, like a hump in the floor, and then there's a couple of places where, like, I guess. You think it's a nail pop?
I think they're nail pops where it's like just popped up.
But like on floors, you don't really put nails in it. You glue it down. I don't know how they do it exactly. I guess.
Well, you don't think they nailed down the subfloor?
I don't know.
Because that's what I think it is. The subfloor is like popping up where
This house is going on 3 years now.
Yeah.
But they would have
not old.
They would have done that 2 year. I mean. They built the house like really quick, just got everything up, and then they kind of let it set for like 2 years before they finished it and sold it to us. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
What's going on with it?
I mean, I have seen lots of nail pops in walls from
which is
the house settling and stuff. So that's why I'm just like, I think they're just nail pops.
Could be, yeah. So we want to take it out because it's starting to pop up, and then like the laminate that we have is starting to crack around it.
And so, I've honestly like tripped on it, not like trip, but I've caught on it a couple times.
So we have it's called a 210 warranty. So
they haven't done diddly squat. They are the poopiest. Ooh. So, tell them about that cement.
Oh gosh! All right. Well, first I'll explain the warranty, Grump, for you. It's a 2 year. It's a 210 year warranty. So it's 2 years on like the like appliances and like the furnace and stuff like that that they'll replace if anything breaks, and then it's a 10-year. Sorry. It's a 10-year on the structural, but that's only if they like if they forgot something on structural. So it's not just if something happens, right? Like, so we have to have like hurricane clips for our roof. If they forgot to put a hurricane clip on there and a tornado came by and our roof flew off, then they would replace that, right? But it's not. If they did everything right and then a tornado came in and just demolished our house, like landed straight on our house, they're not going to do anything about that because they built it right. I mean, pretty much. If they did it all how they're supposed to, then we get hosed on it, even though it's poor workmanship, you know? So it's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
with these things. So
But we're not counting on them for anything
So,
that's going on with this house. We've
backstory
had them
with-
come up like twice.
backstory with our sidewalk. So when they built the house, they had to, I guess, like run a pipe or something through the sidewalk after they laid down the sidewalk. And
No, I know why they didn't do that one part is because they were still leveling
so leveling it out. I don't know.
the back. So they were still bringing dirt in because that's the path they took was through that one square of the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely, yeah, Grump, our floors should not be warping after 3 years. And yes, but we have to figure out kind of what is going on with it because I can see the subflooring underneath. And nothing looks bad on the subfloor underneath from it.
No.
Like it's all straight, it's all flat. Like it's not bending or looking like there's water damage on it at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know about the other side or what they might have placed in there. Maybe, like I think they might have left like those nail pops that we see because there's like maybe 2 of them. They left rocks or something in there that they didn't clean it, putting down the laminate, and they didn't give a shit.
I don't know.
Right?
Well, that's the hard thing is we just don't know until we go in and tear it up.
With one shovel. Oh, yeah. And well, they didn't. So they laid down the sidewalk, but they didn't lay down one square of it with the sidewalk. So, because maybe they had to lay down a pipe or something. And I don't know, maybe they're just leveling it. They didn't want to do it, I guess. Or maybe they ran out of concrete that day and they were just like, fuck it, we'll do it another day. You know? So it took us 2 years because we already closed on the house and already paid. They already got paid for the work that they did. So it took us 2 years. I had to threaten to talk to a lawyer for them to get that sidewalk done.
Mm-hmm. Just that one square of sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's not even like a whole bunch of stuff, just that one thing.
Right. Yeah, you never know what you're going to look at going on until you look at it, right? Exactly working. So we'll just have to get in there and see what it is.
Yeah.
Is really
But we've given up on trying to deal with the company. It's just not worth it, like stress wise, for us to have to fight with them to get like builder grade stuff put in. We're just gonna make it how we want it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oregon says he's a contractor, by the way. So he thought he was replacing the siding on the corner of his folks' house. Got the siding off and found the rot and had gotten into the structural wall.
No. Oh, that's awful.
That would suck.
Ugh. I'm like nervous to look under.
Balls. That's what it would suck. Just giant hairy monkey balls. Okay. So back to the kitchen.
Okay.
We want to do a backsplash.
Backsplash.
Now we have the backsplash we want.
Yeah, we picked it out. We brought like 2 different things home to choose. We picked it out. I think we're just gonna get the subway tile.
Yeah, it's like
style.
small subway tile, so it's like what, 1.5 inch by like.
No, it's bigger than that.
2 inches by 3 inches,
it's like
something
2
like that.
by 4. Something like that.
There's smaller ones,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes already on a sheet. So all you have to do is just kind of lay down and just stick it up there. So
quick and dirty.
Yep, do it quick and dirty.
So that's just finding a weekend to kind of grind it out.
But we want to kind of try to prioritize our ideas here.
Yes.
And pick out like what we want to focus on.
Yeah.
And does it help you make sandwiches, Tortilla? Does the backsplash help you make sandwiches for me?
No.
No.
Crombat won't make me sandwiches anymore. He says that I'm too picky.
Subway tails. Subway sandwiches. I want a foot long.
You know,
oh yeah.
What was it? You know, my mom, how she had that friend with those 4 kids, and I used to hang out with all of them.
Sure. Yes. Continue.
Are you just saying that? Or...
Yeah. But you can tell me who they are later.
Okay. One of them worked at Subway.
Okay.
And I'm
Right,
on
right.
track still. And he said that his title was a sandwich artist. That's what they were called. They were
Sandwich
sandwich artists. I'm like, how badass does that sound?
Oh gosh.
So
Right.
when I started working at Taco Bell, I called myself the burrito artist.
The burrito artist.
Burrito artist.
Morgan says that he had to replace the rot on the structural wall, put on wood sealant, and then
Tyvek?
I don't know what that is, but
Is
I
that
assume-
stuff that goes on? I think that's that stuff they put on the walls before they put like drywall. And
Oh,
stuff.
okay, like
Or
a
put
vapor
the
seal or
out-
something.
I think that's what it is.
Probably. All right. So Grummer, yes, he's just telling you. Yes, so you'll continue the story.
I knew it. I knew to Grump.
Yeah. So like backsplash, we want to. Oh, we need to replace the microwave in there. So we have two microwaves because the one microwave, of course, breaks like after the 2 years is up naturally of the warranty. But it's like hanging over top of our stove.
Yeah.
And it's the vent as well. So it doesn't work at all. It gets plugged in and it just trips the breaker. Plugged it on a different one, it trips
Yeah.
the breaker.
It was
We
doing
replaced
fine.
the break.
Yeah,
We
don't know
replaced the
what
breaker.
happened.
It still trips it. So it's not the outlet. It's the microwave.
Which is poopy.
Yep, it
Yeah.
sucks. But we had a spare microwave laying around. Don't ask us why. No, I'm just
I-
kidding. We brought it from our old house.
Yeah.
This one was already built in and came with it, so we just kept it, saved it for a rainy day. Luckily, we didn't have
Which
to
is
drop
funny
$100
because I
on it.
actually, someone had said something about a microwave, and then right like the day before ours went out, and I almost said, "Oh, you can have our microwave," and then ours went out the next day. I was like, "Oh, I'm glad I didn't give up our microwave."
Grump says that working at Taco Bell, you would be a gastrointestinal conductor, not a taco artist.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, Grump, you still have a microwave that you got as a wedding present 25 years ago?
Nice. No, that microwave that I have, isn't that the one that I won in the raffle?
That is true. You did. win it.
I won ours in high school. I'm good at raffles, Grump, okay? This is why I get excited.
Yeah.
But I won a microwave in our high school raffle, along with like a bunch of other stuff.
Orkin shakes that
Failing
the internet. Oh yes, that sucks, Orkin. So we have to get the microwave replaced.
Mhm.
So we can get our other microwave out of there and put it down here for our kitchenette when we get that done.
I'm
right?
excited.
I think other than that, like that room's kind of like maybe if we get the farmer sink, we might have to replace the countertops.
I'm not planning on getting the farmhouse
Yeah,
sink.
it's kind
not
of like
in this
a-
house. That'll be in my dream house. I'll get it, but
That would be like very much a
it's just
dream part of it,
yeah, it's just
like a
not
final
something
touch.
it's not worth it to spend the money on a sink.
All right, Grump says that what's really funny is he has a garage fridge up in the cabin that his folks bought in 1950. Still works like a champ.
Nice.
My stepdad has a really old a refrigerator.
It's from like the 1950s too. Yeah.
The handle broke off of it recently.
Like
a
he has
year or
like a
two.
rope on it or
So
something.
yeah, he has like a parachute rope or a paracord on it, like
You
tied,
have to pull
and then
it.
it's like has a lock on it too. I don't know why you put a lock on it, but he has it tied, and so you have to pull on that to get it back because you can't find a new handle for it.
And it is not stable at all. I've almost pulled the refrigerator on myself a couple times.
You couldn't do that. They were built to last back then. Yes.
No,
that's right.
it was like coming down on me.
Well, he just uses that refrigerator to keep his beer in. That's
Yeah.
all he
But
uses
when we
it.
lived there, we kept popping it too.
Yeah, we did.
Which it does not keep it very cold. Let's be
No,
real.
it
His
doesn't.
is not working too great. But
Right.
I wanted to buy him a new one, but Crownbat said no.
No, you
A
know,
new
you can't,
an
you can't
old
get,
looking new one.
You can't replace that one, okay?
It's
You-
not
that
not to,
has
not to replace it, to assist it.
no. That one just needs to go until its last dying
You
breath.
know
and just
when it dies,
goes out forever.
when it dies, Joe's gonna use it for something else.
I know.
I kind of hope that he uses it as like shelves or something,
don't
like so it'll take the door off and just like that'd be so cool.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he likes different things like that, like the
He likes
old weird, like not
Yeah.
weird, but different things. I don't know.
All right, so next room.
Oh, we were
Would you-
thinking about doing that, like a
Like a rock wall
rock
in there.
wall, yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah. We just trying to put like a.
Well, actually, we were talking about kind of tearing out the pantry and everything.
I think that's just way too much for this house. You know, to get our like nice dream house, it would be make sense there. But I think we already have a lot of construction still left on this house that is expensive. You know what I mean?
Dude.
I know. Grub says when his refrigerator finally dies, I'm going to put it.
Gut it and
and
replace it.
replace it with modern parts. You can just get it styled like back then.
Nice.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I like doing those like projects. I like the idea of doing those projects, but then every time I go to start a project, I have to poop. I don't know why. So then I try to like just
Grit and
hold
bear
it in,
yeah.
hold it in, so that way I like the feeling goes away, because it can. I don't know why we get on the subject, but so I just try to hold it in as much as I can so I can keep working on the project because I'm excited about it and I want to do it, but then I end up rushing through the project because I gotta poop.
So he half-asses the whole thing.
Yeah. You are like my kids.
No, that's like at dinner, every night at dinner. Our oldest has to go to the bathroom,
Yeah,
and that's
he has
how
to
we
pee.
know it's dinner time, because he's running across the house to the bathroom. It's like, can you just sit down for a meal, please?
It doesn't matter what time dinner is.
No.
It could be at 4 o'clock. It could be at 9 o'clock.
It does not matter.
As soon as dinner hits, he has to pee.
We're a lot more consistent than that. Just
Yeah, we
putting
are,
it out
but-
there. Like, the only time we have really late meals is usually when my mom's here.
Yeah, but there's like,
Yeah.
if you're babysitting, right? Sometimes they get picked up early, so we can have dinner like around 5:30.
Yeah, we're 5 o'clockers.
sometimes-
We're old people.
They have to wait until they get picked up, you know, at the normal time, which is 6:30, and we eat at 7 o'clock.
Which is
Yeah.
so,
That is yeah, that is late for us.
so late.
So-
I'm starved. I love your little grump. Like, that is the best little...
Grump has the great Grump man, and he has a shank to go along with it.
I've seen the
Yes.
shank. It's
so
awesome.
when he pairs it together, it just looks like a grumpy man shanking people,
I love it. It's like my favorite.
right?
I don't know. I just look like a gerbil, and I saw it in there. It'll be in there again in a second. Watch my
Maybe.
little gerbil.
Well, they'll see it when it comes up.
I'm telling you to watch
I
my
know.
gerbil.
I'll keep an eye out for it for you.
See how cute I am.
So yeah, we were thinking about maybe doing kind of the idea of a black splash, but with like more natural looking
Yeah, but
rocks
if we're not gonna be staying here,
across.
then
Yeah, that would be a bit much, I think, too.
yeah.
But I think the backsplash would really just set that room off more.
I'm excited about that. It'll lighten it up. We need to do something about the lighting in there. It's way too dark, even with all the extra lights you've put in.
Yeah, I put in under cabinet lights for it.
Mhm.
Now it's not like, you know, super wonderful where you just hit a switch and it turns on. You have to hit a switch underneath like the cabinet to have them on, but
Mhm.
it was really easy to do. Maybe it's not the most professional looking either, but once you look underneath at them,
It's
it's
nice.
like taped up and stuff.
It's nice lighting, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm happy about, but it's only nice lighting when I'm at the counter. But like in the room, it's not.
Set the children on, or yeah, set the children on fire. Always work to brighten up the rooms for Grump.
We will not be igniting any tiny humans. No, I like them. I was actually telling Crombat earlier that I would not mind considering having another little batling. You
She
can't
get
move me.
I can't move it. No, but no more bat leans. Okay,
I just shook the whole thing.
I know.
Well, you shoved me over here. What did you
Jeez.
expect? I don't know. Another little batling might not be bad.
She's just bringing it up so you can try to talk me into it on stream, and that's not going to happen. I'm going to stay on my ground. Anyways, so we also need
That
to
look on Cam's face.
we also need to look at that little eat-in kitchen area. We need to get like a dining room set for that.
I mean,
try to do a built-in for
honestly, the extent of these projects to me depends on how long we're planning on staying here. Because if we're not going to be staying here for 5 more years, I don't really care to put in a built-in seating area in the kitchen.
Well,
and
we at least need to get a new kitchen table.
yeah, I have been looking at that store that my stepsister works for different ideas. I found a few cute things that would work.
No,
but you're so cheap when it comes to that stuff. I don't know.
I am really cheap when it comes to that.
Yeah, not when it comes to stuff for your computer though.
Nope. Top of the end. Right. So I think that's the kitchen. There. Next thing would be our bathroom.
Are you okay?
Yeah, my stomach's making rumbles.
It's making like serious sounds. Do you need to go upstairs?
No, I can fight through it.
Gotta clench and bear it.
We might be a bit loud. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. I'll just turn that down just a wee bit. Okay, totally agree with you.
I'm yelling because I talk too loud.
If you're not going to be there 5 to 10 years, better to save the money for down payment. Exactly. Yeah, but we do kind of want to boost this, the value of this home just a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think finishing the basement up will just like be awesome.
Yep. Project poop. Yep.
Pretty much.
Because like our last house, right? So we bought our last house for $100,000 or $109,000.
It was $109,000.
Okay, and then we sold it for like 40, or so we made a $30,000 profit off of it.
We made a good profit, and we didn't do much to it, to be honest.
Really, it was like a foreclosure, and then a bank like just revamped it.
Yeah, it was like bank owned, and then we just snuck in there.
Yeah, we snuck in and got it. God. It was like only up when we bought it. It was only up for like a couple days. On our realtor, who's your aunt, said,
"Awesome!
Hey, look at this. You guys need to see this." And we're like, "Yes." Pretty much. So we got that, and then so we made a really good profit off of that sale. So that was able for us to put a good down payment here. So we didn't have private mortgage insurance because that sucks.
That's awful.
So we're hoping that we bought this for 170. We're hoping to get it, if we could sell it for 200, then we could have a really good down payment for our next home, for when we move. So,
and hopefully our next home will be our final home.
So yeah, if we could just do a little bit to kind of make sure that we kick it up to 200 value wise. The only problem is like in this area, there's not much 4 bedrooms that sell.
Well,
or that are here in just the area. There's not very many 4 bedrooms.
No, so it's really hard for us to look and see like where ours
price
would be. Plus, we have this would turn into a 5-bedroom when it's finished.
It could, but technically, because it's not a finished basement, it's not livable. It wouldn't be a 5th bedroom. You have to have that ceiling in there. You have to have flooring.
Drop ceiling.
Drop ceiling would work, but you also have to have
the polished cement wouldn't. No, it needs that separate. It needs that thing.
Yeah, you have to put in. I think you have to put in like a subfloor and all that.
Well, we can call it a bonus room office.
I mean, we just say partially finished basement and be done with it.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 bedrooms plus the loft is like a big thing. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's hard.
So then we would look at maybe in the bathroom. Jeez, my stomach is just.
Do we need to end this? Are you
no,
okay?
Okay. We can finish our projects. Our project here, okay?
I don't know. I'm so serious.
Well, you keep bringing attention to it. It's not helping the situation, all right? So just going off. I'm glad they can't hear it. All right.
They definitely.
I hope they can't hear it. Anyways. The bathrooms, what would we be looking at there? I think we would be looking at flooring, and of course paint throughout the entire house that we have to finish because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we started it.
We talked about maybe redoing like our master bathroom of really.
The only thing that we have to do is paint and flooring.
Yeah,
Like, that's not negotiable. It needs to be done. The flooring is like that peel and stick laminate.
Yeah.
And I'm not down with that. So we'll just put tile in.
Mm-hmm.
And then paint, because there's still that crappy.
Oh, it's so porous. Like, you just
Yeah.
touch it and it just absorbs the oil like off of your hand.
Yeah, it's awful.
Right? So, I think, really, do we have anything else to hit after that?
In the whole house?
You know, like part of the house.
Just painting.
Mhm.
Painting all the kids' rooms and everything. No. I mean, if we're getting it ready to sell, then no. If we're just getting it comfortable, then yeah, there's a lot I want to do. But
I think we should first get it ready to sell
and then see
if we want to stay.
Yeah. The hardest thing about like having a house that we might sell is knowing how Nick's gonna handle it if we do.
Nick took this last move very hard because we moved quite a ways away into a new state, into a new school district, and away from his friends, his one friend that he had.
His best friend.
Yeah, best friend. So that was really hard on him for the first year, but now he's kind of gotten into it, and anytime that we bring up that like we might move, like just like casual kind of conversation talk, not being serious, he gets really upset about it. He does not want to move at all, even though we would, if we do move, we would want to stay in the same school district for him, and we would not want to move out a bit. That way he could
have the same friends and stay in his comfort zone. He's a poor kid. He is so anxiety ridden.
Yeah, really.
And he is, and so we want to try to keep him feeling safe. Which I know that sounds like silly, like, oh, he's a kid, like, but it's hard because I moved a lot when I was a little bit older. I was like middle school when I started bouncing from school to school, and I just remember the anxiety, and I always just thought I was just sick all the time. But as an adult, I'm like, I wasn't sick, I was terrified, and I don't want to put him through that.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It is hard.
Being a kid is hard, and I don't think people give kids enough credit for how stressful being a little person is.
Yeah, because you don't have any control over your life. You have no
control over your life.
So I think that really sucks for them. But as spending money for the house, I think that's about it.
Yeah. So now we need to see like what, honestly, the quickest, like most affordable thing for us to knock out here is the kitchen.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. Like, the backsplash is a weekend project. It will take very little time. The microwave, just pick it up and plug it in. Like, there's like nothing. I just don't want to spend the money when we have one that works.
It's like $200 that we would spend to get one that hangs there. That's also a vent as well. And
it's like we have
even though we just spent like $400 on a cabinet and a sink.
You didn't have to tell me that because I was not aware of how much we just spent.
Well, but still, I mean, but that's different. Like, if it's cabinet and sink for like kitchenette, like that's.
Yeah,
useful.
You expect that to cost a little more, right. But like for me, it's like we have a microwave, it's working. I don't really care. Like, it's not that big of a deal for me to have our dummy microwave, our decoy microwave.
Oh yeah, your brother tried to use it one time when he came in.
My brother and my mom. Okay. So 2 separate times we've had people come and try to use our busted microwave.
Yeah.
The first time was my mom. She comes to visit us every couple months. She lives about 5-6 hours away. When she had come up and she was trying to heat up some leftovers, she got it all out, all ready, and I saw her pick up her plate and open the microwave, and I was like, and we just watched her. She closed the microwave and she started
trying to press buttons on it.
Trying to push it, and I was dying, like I was crying, and my mom's like, what's going on? What's and I'm just, the microwave doesn't work. And she's just like, you're stupid, you know that? Because it was so funny to me. And I was like, didn't you see there was a second microwave? She's like, yeah, but I just, you got a lot of kids. I just thought you needed 2.
Right. then your brother tried to use it to heat up some pizza.
Yeah,
And
he
he's
came
like,
to visit.
I think your microwave's broken.
We're
like,
like,
is that
we
what
know.
it is?
That's why we've got another one on the
Yeah.
counter.
Oh, that was funny.
Do you remember when we lived in our first apartment and we bought that TV at the thrift store and we got home and it worked for like a month and then it quit working? So we went and bought another TV and we used the first TV as a TV stand for the other TV.
Yeah,
Y'all, we used
that
to
was
be...
hard times.
Oh man, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
We were so poor.
At one point, I think the first time we were using a coffee table as a TV stand.
Yeah.
We got like all of our furniture was just given to us.
We had 3 chairs, none of them matched.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no sofas in our apartment. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we had like this really old recliner.
The green one?
Yeah,
Oh, it was so itchy.
it was really itchy.
It was the most itchy thing
You had to
ever.
lay down a blanket on top of it so you could
Sit on it. Yeah.
But once you did that, it was kind of comfortable.
I don't know. I never sat on it.
I know, I
I
sat
like
on it.
that brown chair that we got rid
Yeah.
of, and I'm kicking myself for not keeping it.
I know. With the tan one or like the half circle one?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Both. Your mom has good taste in furniture. Yes.
That's because we left it at that haunted house, and I said I would never go back there.
Yes. To hear
didn't
about
get
our
that out.
haunted house, go to our scary movies podcast.
Mhm.
What's that?
This is my stream deck.
I know, but why are you pushing buttons?
Why can't I press the button? Huh?
Why are you asking all
What
them
if,
questions?
what if I did that?
What's that doing?
Or what if I did that?
What are you
You know?
doing?
Oh. Or what if I plugged my Instagram? Like say, hey, check out my Instagram.
Don't. It's whack.
know?
Look at mine instead. Mine's way better.
Or my schedule, you know? I could do that.
Don't do
okay.
that either. He's lying.
All right. I don't want to do anything there. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's like what I do with
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah. So I think that
I've been playing with my hair a lot tonight.
Yeah.
I like my hair.
You know why you play with your hair when you're around me?
I'm flirting with
Because
you.
you like it. All right.
Just
Anyways,
make you randy, babe.
that's been Bat Chat, a conversational podcast.
About conversations.
Thank you for tuning in, where we discussed renovations and our goal and kind of a planning podcast. And go
we
over
talked about poop for a little bit. What else?
Yeah,
What
a little
else?
bit. I don't know.
I don't know. We talked
Just
about
fresh.
other stuff too.
Here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's fun.
But thanks for tuning in about it. Please drop a like, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, and keep hanging
Stay
out.
fresh, cheese bags.